Hey guys, what's up? My name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be coming at you with my Romanceathon TBR. So, if you didn't know, Romanceathon is a new readathon hosted by myself and Jacqueline from We Be Bookin'. She is my BFF, and we decided to create a readathon together. It's going to be happening from June 17th through the 23rd, so coming up very soon. I am just so freaking excited and stoked and just so happy. In this Romanceathon readathon, we have 7 challenges. Alright, so the first challenge is to read a forbidden romance. And for this challenge, I'm actually going to be reading our buddy read, On the Island by Tracy Garvis Graves. This is our buddy read for the readathon, so we're going to be reading this book together, and then we're going to be discussing it live on my Instagram at the end of the week. So the Instagram live is going to be on Sunday, June 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And yeah, so it's going to be on my Instagram account live, so I'll put a link to my Instagram in the description, and I'll put my Instagram username over the screen so that you guys can follow me on Instagram so you don't miss it. It's just gonna be so fun. Like, me and Jacqueline just have the most fun when we go live on Instagram together, and I'm just so excited. But if you didn't know, this is a forbidden romance because it follows this older woman and this younger guy, and it takes place on an island, and I believe she's like his teacher. I don't know too much about it, but I'm just really excited to read this. Like, so excited. The second challenge is just to read a new adult romance. So obviously pretty much any of the books that I'm going to be reading for this readathon can fall into this challenge, but for this one I wrote down A 5-Minute Life by Emma Scott. Emma Scott's newest romance novel. Like, Emma Scott is one of my favorite romance authors because she has written some of my favorite romances of all time, like The Butterfly Project, Full Tilt, and Forever Right Now. So really looking forward to this one, and the reason why I'm really excited to read this one too is because they're comparing it to 50 First Dates, because it's about a girl who only has a 5-minute memory, and so she like forgets stuff after 5 minutes, and so it's about like a love story between her and a guy, and she has short-term memory. Like, ever since I saw the movie 50 First Dates as a kid, like, it's always been one of my favorite movies, and I've always like been so curious about how that would work, and I've kind of like always kind of wanted to read a book about this, so really excited to read this one. The third challenge is read a book with pink on the cover, and again, a lot of my books can fit into this. I mean, even On the Island has some pink on the cover, but for this one I'm planning on reading Fix Her Up, which this is a book that's set to release on June 11th, and I'm getting a copy of it sent to me in the mail from the publishers right at the moment. So hopefully I'll actually have this in my possession by the time the readathon actually starts. But this one has got some pink on the cover with her little dress and everything. So this one involves a Major League Baseball player who's retired. I have a thing for baseball players, okay, because I freaking love baseball so much. It's like my favorite sport. And so it follows the guy Travis Ford, who was Major League Baseball hottest rookie when an injury ended his career. Georgie, our main character girl, is his best friend's sister. And then I think they pretend to date, and there's a fake dating trope too. So like, oh my gosh, this book just has like loads of things that I love in it. So I'm really hoping that I love it. And it sounds so cute. Alright, the number 4 challenge is to read a romance released in 2019. The book that I wrote down for this is The Friend Zone. This book is one of my most anticipated releases, and this one also comes out June 11th. I'm pre-ordering this one on Amazon as we speak. I'm just so freaking excited to read this one because it follows this girl and this guy who are like stuck in the friend zone, and she's about to have a surgery that's gonna not allow her to have children anymore. Oh my god, it just sounds so cute, and everybody's been raving about this book. Like, everyone that I know that has read it has loved it. So I'm so excited. I really want to love this one too. The 5th challenge is to read a book with a man on the cover. And we specified that this could be any kind of man, like a drawn man or a real man or just a picture of abs or like whatever. And again, most of the books on my TBR can qualify for this, but the one that I chose is Hate Notes by Keeland and Penelope Ward. And this one, I am incredibly excited to read this because I always really like Vi Keeland's romances. Like, they're usually like some of my favorites, and this one's like a bit of like a hate to love, I feel like, and it has like an office romance vibe. Yeah, really excited to read this one, and I've had a lot of people online tell me they think I'm really gonna like this, so fingers crossed. Another one that I'm thinking of reading that has a man on the cover is this book called When August Ends. So if you've read this one, let me know what your thoughts are on this one, because I've heard When August Ends is getting some mixed reviews. Like, people seem to either love it or hate it, but I know that that one also has a very forbidden romance. I think there's like a huge age gap in there. So like, if this for whatever reason like I'm not in the mood for this, I might pick up When August Ends instead. So let me know your thoughts on these and which one you think is better if you've read them. The 6th challenge is to read an LGBT romance. Y'all, I was trying to save Red, White, and Royal Blue for this challenge, but I epically failed and I read it in May because I just couldn't freaking wait. So instead, I'm gonna be reading Top Secret by Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen, and I'm incredibly excited to read this because these two authors wrote my favorite male-male romance of all time, Him, and so this is their newest male-male romance ever since they wrote that other one. I am just so freaking excited to read this one, and I don't know much about it, honestly. I haven't really looked at the description or anything. I just like trust these authors with my life, and I'm just gonna go into it blindly, and all I know is that it's a male-male romance and that shit's gonna be lit. All right, and the last 7th challenge is to read 7 books, which is crazy and totally bonkers, and I've never actually been able to read 7 books in a week before, but you know, we're gonna do our best. I think the most books I've ever actually read during a readathon was 5 in a week, so that's what I'm hoping to accomplish this week is 5. I mean, I'm really gonna push myself to do 6 or 7, but like, we'll see, you know? Like, I'm still working, you know, this week, so. But to complete that goal of reading 7 books, I do have some alternates in case some of the books that I'm reading just aren't really like working out for me or whatever. Like, I'm not getting put in a slump for this readathon, so I might pick up some of these other books. My reread for the month is Heels Over Head by Elsie Springer, and this one is a male-male romance that I just absolutely love the shit out of this book, so I might pick up this book as an alternate or as the 7th book that I read. I also still have this arc of Aisha at Last, and I believe this one does go on sale in June, so it'll be out by the time that Romanceathon begins, but this one's a modern day Muslim Pride and Prejudice for a new generation. I might be reading this one maybe instead also. I also have We Shouldn't by Vi Keeland. Hate Notes sounds slightly more appealing to me, so I am planning on reading this one, but let me know your thoughts on this one if you read this one. But I think this one also has like an office romance, so I do eventually want to get to this one. And yeah, 2 others that I have arcs of that I might get to is Fumbled. This one is the sequel to Intercepted, which I read like a few months ago. And then Love at First Like, which is an arc that this one comes out in August. So yeah, I could be reading either one of those too. I don't know. This is why I suck at TBRs, because I'm like, well, maybe I might be reading this one. Like, if I get in a slumpy mood, like, I'm not gonna risk it. I might just reread The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Like, let's be real. Those are all the actual books that are on my TBR at the moment. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts are on them, and if you think I'm going to like them. And I also wanted to ask you guys, because I am planning on vlogging the Romanceathon, which is going to be the most fun, but I wanted to know, do you guys prefer vlogs in 2 sections? Because like, I don't want to be uploading daily, like it's just not going to happen. I was thinking about doing like a vlogging how I used to vlog for the booktubeathon, where I would vlog the first 3 days and then upload that in like a part 1 of the Romanceathon, and then the last 4 days and then upload that as part 2. Or do you guys just prefer to have one giant long Romanceathon vlog that's gonna be like probably over an hour long? Like, which one do you prefer? And I'll also be putting a link in the description for Jacqueline's TBR, so you can go and check hers out. I think the only overlapping book we have is On the Island, but I know she's reading some of my absolute favorites, like Birthday and Atheists Who Kneel and Pray and The Unhoneymooners and The Butterfly Project. Like, oh my god, she just has a great TBR. Like, she's gonna have a really great reading week. Hopefully I am too, fingers crossed. So yeah, let me know what your TBR is, and if you have a TBR video like this, please link it in the description, or like let me know so I can go and watch it and give you a huge thumbs up and thank you and everything. Yeah, I'm so excited for this Romanceathon to begin. So thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you guys soon with a new video.